Hey guys, welcome back to another Clash of Clans video. My name is Clash and Sun, and today we're going to be getting into some Beta Minion attacks. I just got mine to level 12, so we're going to be checking those out. I get 40 in all camps combined, so they do so much work. So first I want to tell you guys what levels you should be using them at, the strategies, what could go wrong with these particular attacks that I use, my particular strategy, what to do with the battle machine, and also some advanced or extra tips there, and then we'll get into some live battles after I've shown you a couple replays. So the very first thing I want to tell you guys, or thank you guys for, is watching the videos. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. For all of those who have not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. You'll be getting those notifications for my Clash of Clans, Clash Royale, Brawl Star videos. I love to do them, and as long as you guys are watching them, I'll be making them because I have tons of fun doing them and sharing my knowledge. So before we get in any further, I want to show you guys what the Beta Minion stats are. So let's go ahead and take a look at those. They're broken up by level, and the website I got this particular graph from will be in the description. So if you guys want to check out some more information on those, it'll be there. So what levels do you want to start using these at? I would not start using these if you are above 3,000 trophies until they're max. So when they're level 12, that's when you should be using these mass Beta Minion attacks. I was using them at level 11 for a while, and they just weren't doing it for me, and I've been above 3,000 trophies for quite some time. Right now I'm at 37, 34, and I have to have them maxed or else I won't barely get 1 star. So if you are below 3,000 trophies and you're a Builder Hall 5 or a Builder Hall 4, I would not use them until they're at least a level 10. At level 10 you get those 2 extras in your army camps, which gives you 8 extra total with 4 army camps, and then that's when they start doing some destructive damage. So if you are not Builder Hall 5 or 4, if you're below that, Builder Hall 3 or below, I would use them at level 8. At level 8 is when you get upgrade their ability and have a total of 6 in your camp. You do have 6 at 9, but I think 8 is a good, because they don't take as long to upgrade. So I think below Builder Hall 4, it's going to be a better situation for using those then. So those are the levels I would recommend using based on what Town Hall and Trophy level you're at. Let's get into some more information here. What is the strategy exactly? So the very first replay I want to show you is actually my very first 3-star Battle Hall 6, or Builder Hall 6. And I was really excited about this, and I can't wait to show you guys. This is my very first one. And when we're getting into it, we're going to show you what's going on here. So basically what you do, I'm going to be putting down a couple of these Beta Minions down to lure out any of those large bombs. You can see here I got one off right there. There is one sitting right there. That's one of these guys is going to trigger and avoid all of them. So what I do is I blanket them on one entire side, and I just move my way toward the Builder Hall, and eventually they get the Builder Hall, and then I put my battle machine down to clean up the rest. Typically I don't want to put that battle machine down if both of those crushers are still up like that, but I was very confident that those were going to get knocked down by those minions. The only air defense really left is that one archer tower and that air bomb. So the Beta Minions do a very good job taking out those crushers before my battle machine gets there, and then they sweep around and take care of the rest of the base. At this point I have 2 defenses left, and I have my ability I'm about to use again, and my battle machine doesn't ever go down, so that's also a +2. So basically there's just so many of them that the firecrackers can't keep up very well. Especially if they're ranked up, they're higher level firecrackers, they still have to shoot one at a time. So your big defense that's going to destroy these attacks is going to be that air bombs. The air bombs defense. So that was the attack in a nutshell. So let's talk about what could go wrong. So the air bombs are like the Beta Minion's worst enemy, because they're like the crusher of the sky, because they blow up and they destroy everything in a certain radius, and if you have those clumping Beta Minions, they're gonna just get destroyed. So taking me to the next point, don't let your Beta Minions clump up. You want them at least 180 degrees worth of coverage on the base. So you don't want them coming from one particular side or another particular side. You want them at least coming from two sides of the base so that they're spread out enough so those air bombs and so that those air mines don't do too much damage to them, and you can at least get to that town or that builder hall and do plenty of work there. So air mines, air bombs, and clumping minions. How do you get around air mines? Typically, if they're an issue, they are on the outside of the base like mine are right here. I've got one right there, one right there, and they won't get hit by the they won't hit the Beta Minion if they're in their first ability, so they're further back using those long range attacks. So what I do is I put one or two down, I let them use their ability, then they move up and trigger those bombs by themselves so that not all of my Beta Minions are dying. You can see my big ones right here. I've had a couple attacks where they just they blew up everything they had because they all came from that side, and that was pretty awesome. So those are some of the things that could go wrong. Let me show you a replay about what this would look like. This attack right here, I got 65% 1 star, and they got 39% no star, with the only difference being I had 3 levels on the battle machine. And you guys can see that this attack has been working very well for me. I lost once. Besides this time, I used ground attack, which was a stupid idea. But I've only lost once here with this, and that's because this particular base is very weak to the bomber barch, whatever you want to call that, from that bottom left side. So let's get into this 39% replay, and I'll show you what he did wrong. So the very first thing you're going to notice is he puts his battle machine down first. That's not a terrible idea. It's not what I would prefer. I like the battle machine to either go in the middle of the attack or in the middle of all my Beta Minions coming down, or afterwards. But I'd never put it down first just because I feel like it's just going to die real quick, as it is right there. So it's pretty much dead before it even gets into my wall. So what else did he do wrong? He didn't spread out his Beta Minions enough, just like I was just telling you guys. He clumped them all up on this one side, thinking that he could sweep from the top right all the way down to the top left, and it didn't work out. The second big defense that you want to try to avoid, of course, other than the air bombs, is going to be that roaster. That roaster is going to do so much damage to those clumped air troops. As you can see there, it does plenty of damage. Mine's only a level 3, so it's doing plenty of stuff. You probably won't run into these if you're below 3,000 trophies. Maybe you will. If you're Builder Hall 5 or 4, you probably won't see them a whole lot. But you see there, he clumped his minions, that roasted most of them, and hit the air bombs, and his battle machine died pretty much off the bat. So that's what he did wrong there. Another tip for using this particular strategies is I always go from the opposite side of the air bombs. So if they're on one side, even if both of those firecrackers on the other side too, I'm just going to start from that side, because those air bombs are the worst thing to have to go up against with these. So the idea is, for a solid 2-star, is you're taking care of half of the base, you're opening and exposing that builder hall, and you're getting that battle machine in there to do the rest. Or if you have a lower level battle machine, it doesn't really matter. If you can aim those Beta Minions correctly at a great angle, you'll get that builder hall knocked out of there real quick. So like I said, the battle machine, you can put it down first. You can put it down with all the Beta Minions, or you can put it after. I like to put it after. So a little more detailed tips here to look out for is when you start attacking, you give plenty of time to check out the base. So look for those upgraded things. I ran into several people who were upgrading their air bombs, and I did work on them because I used that to my advantage with the Beta Minions. Obviously, not every base is going to be set up well for an air attack. If you want to know when to use air or ground, I did make a video on that. Go look at the playlist I have under Clash of Clans, so check that out. But if it's a good air base to attack, definitely avoid those air bombs like the plague. And also look for those upgrades, because you might see some, and you really want to take advantage of that, because that's really going to help you out. Also, what if the roaster and the air bombs are on opposite sides like this base? I would always choose the roaster side over the air bomb side. Like I said, the air bombs will do freaking crazy amounts of damage to you, and the roaster doesn't do as much, I feel. So it's also a little slower, kind of. I don't know. I don't really think the roaster is a big threat to my Beta Minions. But if you had to choose, and you had both of those on the base you're attacking, definitely choose the side with the roaster. Okay, so now that you guys seen what to do, what not to do, let's go ahead and get to a live battle. and hopefully I don't suck completely this time. That would be unfortunate. So you see the air bombs and the roaster on the bottom right side. So I'm going to eventually go in from the left side with my battle machine. And I'm going to go from the top down pretty much, and hopefully I can take out that builder hall with the beta minions. However, you see both of his level 5 firecrackers are also on this side of the base. So I think I can at least get the 50% here. Remember to put down just a few at first to trigger those air bombs or air mines if there are any. If there's not, we're going to get tons of damage here and keep all of them up. There we go. There's one right there, so that's why we don't do that. And let's go ahead and put the rest of them down, aiming at the battle machine, or the builder hall. Wow. And then we'll see where we can get. I think I'll put down the battle machine now, use its ability. And look at all of those beta minions. They're going ham on everything over there, even with both of those firecrackers doing work. So, oh, they're gonna die right then and there, but that's okay, because I'm gonna get this battle machine in here, hopefully, and get the 2-star. But it probably doesn't look like it. But, like I said, high 1% stars aren't too bad, especially if you have a big, or a nice defensive base set up to where 2 stars are incredibly hard. I'm actually really glad that this battle machine isn't getting to that. Like I got a little more percentage there before it got to the crusher base. Yeah, I almost got that the builder hall, and that would have been a really solid 2-star attack. But let's see if I did win, and I did. If you guys wanted to check out a really great base, take a look at mine. It does so well. What did that guy just use? Okay, so he used the barbarians and the bombers again. Only got the 1-star probably because he came from that bottom left side and just got that builder hall, and that's about it. So let's do let's not do another check. I don't have to wait for this. My clock tower's got some time left for that. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for watching so much. Do appreciate it. Hit the like button. Comment down below. Tell me what your favorite strategies are. Tell me if you've used this strategy and maybe some other tips I might have missed, because that's always possible. I don't cover everything. So thanks for watching again, guys, and clash on.